Open says your thoughts, and wow, I cannot believe that AFIFEST is now over. It was a crazy 8-day film festival from November 7th to the 14th of just non-stop watching of the top films from around the world, meeting amazing filmmakers as well as mingling with like-minded cinephiles. And so, of course, I always love film festival life. It was just a great experience, and it was amazing. Some of the highlights for me was, especially at the opening night party, I saw this person's hair. Immediately I knew it was Agnes Varda. It was just amazing to be in her presence, breathing in the same air as this legendary filmmaker, and me and my friend were just totally geeking out like crazy. Like, fuck all these other people who are industry. It's just like we are in the presence and breathing the same air as Agnes Varda. Can you guys take that in for a second? It's incredible. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm bragging, but it was insane. It's just, you get to see and meet so many people, and there was another incident where I swear Dane DeHaan just walked right past by me, and I was just like, what? This is crazy. And it was my first time actually doing an interview with the legit filmmaker, Young Sang-ho, the director of the South Korean animated film The Fake, which is probably gonna get nominated for an Oscar. It's so good. So I had my first interview with him, and it was fantastic. Of course, I was kind of awkward, but that's only expected. First timers, you know. And it's just crazy, just like seeing all these people and seeing filmmakers and just getting such insight into this world. It's really humbling and amazing. There was literally like 100 films at the film festival, but I'm gonna try to. I'm narrowing it down to the top films that I saw. They were utterly fantastic. Give you a little review, and then hopefully have for the top films, I'm eventually gonna do individualized reviews because they need to be talked about. And so here we go. We are gonna start with naturally Young Sang-ho's The Fake, which is a South Korean animated film which really dabbles in the subject of faith, lack of faith, and just one of the most powerful films I've seen ever, especially for it being animated. It's incredible. I'm definitely gonna link my review and my interview with Young Sang-ho because it's just outstanding. Unbelievable. His previous film, The King of Pigs, like it destroyed me. He just has this ability to really dig deep inside your soul and kill you, but it's so good. I saw my first Kazakhstan film, which is Harmony Lessons. This isn't one film that I talked about to everyone. Like, I would not let go of this film. My first Kazakhstan film, and it was incredible. It was crazy. I was running across the street to go watch Spike Jonze's Her, and I really wanted to meet the filmmaker, but I obviously had to go watch I had to run to Her, and I see the director just walking down the street, and so I'm like, oh my god, this is fate. Obviously I go up to him, but he thinks I'm like a crazy person because he doesn't know English, and I'm like this crazy girl who's like basically attacking him on Hollywood Boulevard, and obviously there's a bunch of crazies over there, so I just feel like he probably thinks I'm one of them. And obviously I had to say Harmony Lessons and how much I loved it. It's just one of those incredible films I have no words for. I really want to do a review, but I can't even articulate the emotions that really went, like, it's unbelievable. Speaking of Spike Jonze Her, one of the best films at the film festival by far. It was outstanding. Oh my god, it's the perfect love story for the 21st century, especially kids like me who are always on their phone and obviously can't have real relationships. Just kidding. But really, we are in this digital age where we are so addicted to our technology. Why can't we have a relationship if we were to have a relationship with our technology? Would that be so wrong? Would that be weird? Like, and It's so heartfelt. I loved every bits and pieces. I'm gonna do a review. Oh man, it was so great. Oh god, I can't even speak right now. Asghar Farhadi's The Pass, which stars Tahir Rahim from A Prophet. He has 2 films in this festival, and Bernice Bejo, who was in The Artist. And it deals with the subject of human connection, nostalgia, misunderstanding, and I did like A Separation a little bit better, but this film it comes very nicely at the end and wraps it all up. I love him. Borgman, holy crap, Borgman. I think it's a Swedish film. I think Draft House picked it up too. Insane! One of the most insane films. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. It's just like so incredible. Jaw-droppingly. Oh my god, the story is just like bonkers. I didn't think cinema could even stretch outside of these regions, and it just soars. Insane. Chile's Gloria. Gloria is Chile's official entry to the Oscars, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna get nominated. I'm pretty sure it's gonna win. Honestly, it's so good. It's like a Slumdog Millionaire for me. It's such a good, feel-good kind of movie, and it's vibrant, and it's just loud, and damn, those Chileans. They know how to make movies. Hirokazu Korida, which, oh my god, sorry. Hirokazu Korida's Like Father, Like Son really talks and digs deep with the subject of nurture versus nature, and it was just an incredible film. I was moved in incredible ways. He's just a masterful filmmaker in general, and he came to the Q&A, which I had no idea, so I was like almost bursting in tears. Oh my god. Jodorowsky's Dune, which is about Jodorowsky's Dune, which so you know David Lynch's Dune. It was actually supposed to be made by Jodorowsky, and Jodorowsky is one of my favorite filmmakers, visionary, and it just talks about what could have been and how Hollywood was so scared to make his version of Dune because it was like the most spectacular thing. I really feel like if he made it, it would have been better than 2001. Like, that's how crazy it could be. Oh man. Lucas Moodysson's We Are the Best, which is about 3 like preteen girls who want to start a punk band, and they're like, they embody everything I wish I could have been when I was younger. They have such strong ideals and strong outlook on life. They're like, fuck men, like fuck boys. And they just take charge of their own life, and they're so like, they don't give a fuck, which I love. And oh my god, it's just one of those films that really goes up and beyond. Miyazaki's The Wind Rises, his last film, one of the most moving yet bittersweet films I have ever seen. I did a review with Kristen from Sales on Film. Definitely check that out. I'm pretty sure I'm crying in that review, probably. Blue Ruin, which Jeremy Saulnier's Blue Ruin is I think the only American independent film that I have on this list. It's about vengeance, and it's just a really great film because it plays with your expectations. It doesn't cater to what you think you know about vengeance films. It's really fantastic. I'm gonna try to do a review. And then I saw Blue Ruin. Back to back, I saw Big Bad Wolves, which is an Israeli film by these 2 incredible directors. And they did Rabies before. Their film Rabies was so good. Like, my expectations for Big Bad Wolves was like up the roof. If you can see Rabies, like, go watch Rabies and then come back and talk to me and tell me that it's not the best thing you've ever seen. They brought the genre film to Israeli, and it was their film, and they're just so good. Big Bad Wolves is great. It really is like a sick, twisted fairy tale, really, and oh man, incredible. So these are my top, all these films are great. These are my top films. I'm gonna go talk about the other films right now. Okay, so starting off with Alexander Payne's Nebraska. Definitely not my type of movie, only because I don't really know if I like Alexander Payne's films too much, but I really did. Honestly, I like The Descendants a little bit more because it had a little bit more of a story that I was more intrigued by. But Nebraska, nonetheless, it really is a portrait of the small town in Nebraska, shot all in black and white, and there are these characters who are so quirky, so real, like, and they're so funny. June Quibb, my god, you're my hero. And for sure, Bruce Dern will get a nomination. He's incredible. He just has this, embraces this cynicism I haven't seen in a lot of characters. Almost feels like a Coen Brothers movie. So, you know, it was decent. Saving Mr. Banks, which is a Disney film, and it tells you the backstory of how Mary Poppins came to be. And so Emma Thompson is the creator of Mary Poppins, and Tom Hanks is Walt Disney. And so I usually don't like Disney films. I mean, as an adult, I don't really like Disney films. They're too cheery. But it melts your cynical heart because Emma Thompson is so great at playing this, like, character. She literally has a stick up her ass, and I love it. It's obviously, it is a Disney film, so that's what you go watch it for, and it will melt your cynical heart, and it'll make you feel like a child again. So it was really cool. The Romanian film family drama Child's Pose. I thought Child's Pose was really well done, especially in their performances. I don't know her name, but she plays the mother who is this overbearing mother of her son, and she's just incredible. And just to see this kind of story unravel about how much money can affect a situation as dire and incredible as this one, definitely worth checking out. Rebecca Zlotowski's Grand Central, which stars Tahir Rahim, which he was in the past, and a prophet, as well as Leah Seydoux, I think that's her name. So it's essentially a like soap opera. It deals with a love triangle, and honestly, I did like how it took place at a nuclear plant, and it gets really technical, but at times I thought it was a little too generic. Yeah, I said it. Okay, the Indian film The Lunchbox. You're gonna need to have Indian food after, so when you watch this film, arrange it around that, because I literally just immediately went to go eat Indian food, even though I saw the movie like 10 hours before. So obviously they thought I was crazy, but it's like a delicious film. Just, it's such eye candy, and it's about human connection. And this guy, who is also a very cynical person, has this encounter, spontaneous encounter with a person who his lunch got switched with, and it's this incredible story. And I didn't know that in India you have a system where somebody delivers your lunch for you, like, not like to-going something, but if my husband made food at home, he could like drop it off and somebody would deliver it to me, and it's this whole system that's going on. And no idea. Sounds great. I'm gonna make my future husband do that for me. Thank you very much. Manakamana, which is a documentary. Literally, it is a long one shot of people going up. I think it's in Nepal. They're going up to this temple, and it's about a 10-minute ride. It's a documentary, so it's taking place all in real time. You literally see people go up and down, up and down. So it was technically nothing I've ever seen before, and it was almost like the portrait, like a portrait of people in real life. And it was almost like an art piece to me, something I would have made, but would have definitely called it an art piece. nothing I've ever seen. It was really interesting. Just seeing this happen in real time is just mind-blowing. So that was great. Kim Ki-duk's MOEBIUS. Okay, most hyped up thing. I think it premiered at Venice. I think Kim Ki-duk was trying to push the bar so much. Basically, this is a story about dicks getting cut off. And so I was like, alright, I'm down for that. But he wants to shove this obscene subject into your face, and obviously it borderlines on being ridiculous. Incredible and ridiculous. I did enjoy it, especially, and I applaud him for making this whole film, translating this whole film, and not having a single word of dialogue, making this whole film work. It was amazing. So that was probably my favorite part. Them acting everything out with no words and really conveying all their emotions. Such a masterful skill. Okay, I got cut off, but on to the next one with Xavier Dolan's Tom at the Farm, which has this noir Hitchcockian kind of feel to it. And Xavier Dolan, who this is his 4th feature, and first and foremost, he's an actor, so he's actually, this is the first film he's actually in his own movie. And so for me, I couldn't really disconnect from him, the actor, and him as a filmmaker. I would have preferred him to use somebody else, but otherwise, I thought there was a powerful soundtrack and really nice story. I just wish they would have fleshed out the characters and story a little bit more instead of it being so mysterious. Okay, Vic and Flo, which is a French film about this lesbian couple who just recently got out of jail, and there's explosive banging climax at the end. They don't bang, but it's just a jaw-dropping climax, and it really showcases such like a bittersweet kind of life, especially getting out of jail and dealing with the consequences of their actions. And it's such a powerful film. I saw my first Georgian film, not Georgia the state, but The Country in Bloom, which is about this is actually her directorial debut film, and it is so prominent and has such a vision for her first film. It's based on her own life when she was 16 years old and was living in Georgia, and deals with the patriarchal system there, how she's perceived as women, and showed how her teenage years was, especially as a female, and not obviously in a dominant position when it comes to dealing with guys, getting married and being in high school and everything and all that. So it was really interesting. Ty West's The Sacrament. I have never seen any of Ty West's stuff, but I don't know if I really like his stuff. In the beginning, it started out very strong, but it kind of descended into madness. I mean, I'm sure it was supposed to be like that, but I just expected a little bit more. I need to see his other films, but I know it's gonna come out next year. Other than that, I thought it was decent. It was alright. Coen Brothers Inside Llewyn Davis. Wow, this is one of the most
What's its name? I don't know.
Interesting movies of the year, hands down. Not only do they have such a great soundtrack that Oscar Isaac sings everything too, but it's interesting because it doesn't really have a beginning, middle, or end. It is about his life. Maybe takes place for like a week, and it shows you a glimpse into his life, what kind of person he is, how it feels to be a musician, and it's kind of mesmerizing. And although I was taken aback by how the format of the film was, and how it really doesn't have like a character arc, it doesn't really dive into much things, it just showcases his life. I kind of like that, and it was really interesting, especially, and Coen films, Coen Brother films, they have such interesting characters and they're so quirky. It definitely worth watching if you really like folk music and kind of, especially Carey Mulligan. My God, I love her in that film. And my last film is My Dog Killer, which is literally My Dog Killer. Such an interesting foreign film. I forgot where it takes place, but it unravels in such a way that it was incredible. Just the way it told its story and how it was so naturalistic. Obviously, taking place in like the rural areas of this film, and so yeah, those are all the films that I watched. This was a very long vlog. I even got this shirt for volunteers, even though I didn't really volunteer, but I basically wear this to bed every day, my PJs. So I'm technically wearing my PJs right now, which is awesome. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. This is insane and really long. Please tell me if there are any films that you thought was interesting. Let me know if you want a full review of that film, and I will definitely try to cater to you guys. Please subscribe if you haven't. Like my Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Blogspot, and yeah, I hope I'm not forgetting anything. This was an incredible experience. I had the best time of my life, met the most amazing people, and just kind of I obviously no words. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Alright, I will see you guys later.